Howdy folks, it's me, Manic Mark, coming to you from the bunker system, located underneath the art villa, found somewheres in the jungles. The wet, deep, dank, dark jungles of the Midwest. We had a hell of a storm. Another one come through here last night. And, man, I got this fan on the back porch. These all-weather fans, and one of them is in more all-weather than the other all-weather fans are. And, I got to figure out something else to do with it because it's exposed. Anyway, I broke another blade off last night. The wind came through, but that wasn't the worst of it. So I get up this morning. I'm making a sandwich, a breakfast sandwich for myself, and the local news is on, and all they got is, well, you know, two or three semi trucks blew over at rest stops. Okay. And for the truck drivers and the people with the stuff in the back or whatever, I mean, you know, there's a day full of woe and misery there, okay? At least a day. I feel sorry for them. But what I don't feel sorry for is that TV reporters they send out to cover this stuff. So this chick is standing out there at the rest stop, and she talks to the guy, so-and-so, the guy that works here. What's going on? Well, there was some wind last night, and a truck blew over. A couple trucks over there blew over. We had some damage. That's pretty horrible, isn't it? The guy says what she doesn't want to hear, which is, well, you know, this is kind of what we get this time of year. It's like, that's enough. Back to you. Why do they always have to use their names like we care who these people are? I mean, through the whole broadcast, you know, it's like every time they throw whatever they're throwing back to the other person, they've always got to, you know, identify them. You know, it's just, I don't know. There's no reason to do that. I got to cut all that out. I'm starting to whine anyway. So then they go back to this poor girl. You know, they're just young kids. They hire them young because, I don't know why, because they're good-looking people or whatever, you know? That's just, everybody's just younger now. So they have no world experience that I know of anyway, and they have to kind of react to these situations, you know, out of context of whatever they learned in school and however they grew up. You know, it's really weird. Anyway, she's holding this little stick, and she says, "Here's an I swear to God, I'm not making this part up. I didn't make any of the other part up, though. I'm sort of paraphrasing. But this part, she's holding a little stick about this big around, and here's this, and she says, and here's this part of the damage that I was able to find out here. This stick is bigger than I am." And it's this little girl, and she's holding this stick, and then she says, "It looks kind of like a deer antler." I swear to God, I'm not making that. And the wind came through, and it blew over that truck over there and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And whatnot. Oh, there you go. Okay. So I came up with this drawing. Hey folks, I'd like to interrupt this video with another video stuck in the middle of it of record finds for today. And they're not many. So it'll only take whatever it takes, which won't be long. And I was scraping, for the most part, scraping the bottom of the barrel, and it's been that way for 2 weeks. It's highly disconcerting. Vic Dana. Who is Vic Dana? I have no idea who he is. He covers the theme from Mondo Cane, More, which is curious. Subsidiary label of Liberty. Of course, Visual Sound Stereo, the little Liberty tagline is on this. And it says Liberty Records in small type at the bottom corner. And almost all the records I find on Liberty I enjoy. Debbie Drake's 1969 Dancer Size. Okay, there's Debbie down there, little Debbie. There's doing the Dancer Size. Go, Debbie, go. Out of all the pop music's trendy, but exercise records are the trendiest. I mean, you better make the record and get it out on the, you know, because it's got a 2-week lifespan on the shelf before it becomes a joke. Exercise records do, because it's based on fashion, because you're paying attention to the person doing the exercise and what they're wearing, so it's all fashion. And there has to be a gimmick, like Dancer Size. Every exercise trend has a gimmick. Go out into your backyard and lift cinder blocks. That's the Manic Mark exercise deal. 889 9, 890, 891. I couldn't believe I found this. It's the Tower of Evil. The Tower of Evil, right there. They've got their own record. They've got a bunch of people got together and tried to overcome, what do they say on the back? Despite the countless seemingly insurmountable problems facing a group of this sort, what are they doing here? Flower drum song. It's probably going to be horrible, but I've refused to interject politics into my blog. But if I just show this record and do a thing with the song on it, then I can do it without actually saying anything. The Sounds of Martin Denny Exotica in the 50-cent bin at half-price books. The only record there worth a damn. And there it is. And this is the 1957 mono release, followed hot on the heels by the stereo release. And the difference is that this is Denny's first album, and you know, they were taking a chance, liberty, they had no idea. I mean, if you're in the music business, there are a lot of hints that exotic could happen because there was interest in exotic music, you know, folk music from foreign lands. So when they did put this out, and you could tell this was the mono version by the Spectre Sound and the little Spectre Sound logo down there. That's how you can tell. The stereo version doesn't have it on there. They recorded it in mono, okay, but it became such a smashing hit, successful record that they recorded it. They re-recorded the whole album, so it's going to be exciting for me. And I don't have this press. I've got the stereo press. I'm gonna listen to it. There you go. Wow, that took up too much time in the middle of this video. Sorry. It's the Easter Bunny and the Insurance Adjuster, because it's almost Easter, and these poor people with the blown down garage door and the blown over truck and the giant stick in the shape of the deer antler. It's a wonder it didn't pierce somebody. If it had, the Insurance Adjuster would have had to show up. So I combined a religious holiday with a windstorm and the following woe and misery of dealing with the insurance adjusters. Okay, that's one drawing. And the next drawing is called, and by the way, this comes with the Button Dave CD, Socks from the Sock Drawer. You can't see it in there yet because I have yet to slide it in. This sleeve, Socks from the Sock Drawer with Animal Fight, which is the Manic song on it, along with many other fine songs. I don't want to be just focused on me, although this is my show. And the last painting is called Apples and Oranges. And the apple says, nothing compares to you. And the orange says, you sure as hell don't. They don't. They don't get along. They're always trying to top one another. I guess that's what I'm just saying there. They're trying. Apples and oranges are always going to try to top one another because you can't compare them. And they all are to be found, and this one included with the Socks from the Sock Drawer CD, on Manic $60 sale page. And I'm going to put a link right down here, maybe a little bit more over here down here, but right down there. Oh man, hey, I can't believe it's only 8 o'clock in the morning. Now look at me. I'm just full of stuff. I'm full of stuff that's oozing out all over the place. And that's the end of this one today. Thanks, folks. Have a great one. 892, 893, 894, 895, 746.